Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will discuss about HTML list concept. Okay, now without the late, let me open my notepad first. Okay, now this is our last topic, data list as well as drop down list. And today concept is working with HTML list. Okay, now in this one, these tags, okay, especially these tags are used to display used to display data, or we can say as information in points points wise, in points wise. Okay, and next, here it will support, okay, list will supports three types three types that we can say as first one, order list order list, or we can say as numbering list. And second one is unorder unorder list, or we can say as bullets bullets list. And one more thing we have, that is nothing but description description list. Okay, now let us consider first one, order list or numbering list. Okay, now here OL OL stands for OL stands for order list. OL stands for order list. It is used it is used to display it is used to display the text. We can say like names, or we can say colors, and next course names, etc. Okay, and next we can say as it supports five types. It supports five types numbering. uh, those are those are we can say like this: one, or we can go with capital A or small Roman numbers, and capital Roman numbers. Okay, next, by default, here one more point we can say: by default it displays in number format, in number number format. Okay, now by using OL. By using OL tag, we can create we can create order list. We can create order list. Okay, and OL tag is a paid tag. OL tag is a paid tag, and we can say as it's the block level tag. It's the block level element. Okay, and one more thing we have, that is nothing but listed tag. Okay, LI stands for list item. LI stands for list item. Okay, li is li is sub tag for OL tag, and we can say for UL tag also. Okay, now li tag is used to print text or data in points wise. Next, list is a page tag, and we can say as a block level element. Okay, let me write syntax. OL tag having li and close here OL tag, and in between we have to write item names, and here we have like attributes. Okay, that attributes names, call it as type attribute and start attribute. Okay, let me write about UL tag. UL stands for UL stands for unorder list. It is used to display the list items like names and course names. We can say as color names, etc. with bullets. Next, it supports three types of bullets. It supports three types of bullets, that is dot, or we can say as circle, and we can say as a square. Okay, by default, by default is by default is dot. Okay, ul tag is a paid tag, and la tag is used creating creating list items. And syntax is, let me take syntax. Okay, ul tag, and close here, ul tag, and in between we have list, and inside the list we have to write item names. And ul contains some attributes, and that attribute is nothing but a type attribute. Okay, and one more thing we have, that is nothing but dl tag. Okay, now dl stands for description. DL stands for description list. DL is used. DL is used for DL is used for display display definitions, used for definitions, or we can say as full forms. Definitions are full forms, that is nothing but a collection of definitions. Okay, now DL is a paid data, and next DT and DD are subtags subtags for DL tag. Okay, and next thing, DT stands for DT stands for data term, or we can say as definition title. And DD stands for DD stands for data definition. Next we can say one more point, DD and DT both are paid tax. Okay, let me write syntax. DL. Okay, close the DL, and DL contains DT. Okay, inside the DT take as title a word and use as DT. Then take like DD. DD means definition. This is the syntax for description list. Okay, let me do this one practically. Now for that one, I'm opening my VS Code. Okay, now create one separate file here with list dot html. Okay, next let me use as shift 1 enter for predefined template. Okay, now first I'm using as order list order list, and for the order list syntax is OL, and inside OL li, and inside li we have to write it item, and here one attribute is there. Okay, one attribute is there. That attribute name call it as type attribute, and one more name call it as start attribute. This is the syntax for order list. Okay, let me take here OL tag. Inside OL I'm using as a file list. Okay, in the first list I will give like subject names, use as like web technology, and next I'm using as Java, next I'm going with React JS, next use as Angular JS, and take as like TypeScript. Okay, now after completion of this, just go to open with live server and check it output on browser. It is giving by default numbers type. Okay, let me convert that number into separate data type. Okay, let me convert that type into separate type by using type attribute. Here I'm using capital A. Now all the things it is converting into capital. Then let me use as small a, then it is giving small abcd. Then I'm using Roman numbers, then I'm using capital Roman numbers. Okay, suppose here small a I given, but I want to start with, okay, like 5 number. 5 is what is it, E, so it is starting with the E. Suppose here instead of what is that 5, I will take 25. 25 is y z, then after that it is starting with again A with the circle of abcd. This is comes under order list. Okay, let me do an order list. unorder list concept. And for the unorder list, ul tag, inside ul again li with item. Then we have to use here type attribute. Type attribute. This is the syntax for unorder list. Now use as ul tag, and inside ul same list I'm giving here. Now it is generating by default dots. Okay, the dots I can convert into circle format. Now it is converting into circle, and we can convert into square format also. So I'm using a square. It is converting into square. This is comes under unorder list. Okay, now let me do description list. Description list. And for the description list, first we required here dl tag, and inside dl I'm using as dt, and next one more thing that is nothing but dd. Okay, now inside dl I'm using as here like css. Okay, now this css definition I'm writing here: cascading. Now cascading style sheet, I'm giving us cascading style sheet. This is nothing but the definition. Not only this one, we can take one more thing like DT, and here I'm using as JavaScript, and let me write the definition DD, and here I am writing like this: JavaScript is a programming language. Okay, JavaScript is a programming language. Like this, we can take what is a description list concept. And one more concept we have, that is nothing but nested list. Nested list concept. Nested list means inside order, unorder list, like that. Inside the list, one more list. Suppose let us consider OL tag. Inside OL, I'm using as li star 3. Now here I'm taking as like html, and I'm using as css, and I'm using as javascript. I'm using as javascript. Okay, now after completion of this one, inside my html I need sublist. Okay, so open your li, take like ul, and inside ul li star 3, enter. See, it is giving nested list. Inside nested list, suppose like I'm using p tag. Okay, and next like video tag, and here I'm using like audio tag. This is my nested list. Okay, and next same thing for css also. Open and use as ul tag, inside ul li star 3, enter. And here I need to take like inline, internal, and we have one more thing, call it as external. Use here type attribute equals to we can say as a square. We can convert into squares also. Okay, we can convert into squares. And inside internal, suppose I need to do one more thing with the OL tag, then again take LA star to enter. Okay, now I'm using a script. And next one more thing, I'm using name, call it as selector. Now numbers it is giving, that numbers I need to convert into alphabet, so use type equals to capital A. So this process is nothing but nested list concept. Okay, list inside one more list I given, this is nothing but nested list, description list, and unordered list and order list. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching.